morning. I will be the trainer for the morning, and I'm an architect who's working in Bangalore. I have about 12 years of IT experience, out of which in packaging, as it was my first job, so I have 12 years in packaging as well. Okay, let me start the demo. So, what do you guys know about application packaging? What do you think application packaging is? Any idea? Bharat or Sanjay or Swati, or you can just tell me what do you think application packaging is? You can unmute and
Yeah,
tell me.
yeah. Basically, application packaging is like mixing all the files, registries, and shortcuts, all application related files to in a single file. That is Windows installer.
Okay. Now let me give you a holistic idea of that. You're not wrong, but you're not right as well. Okay. It's packaging is used. Okay. It's been used from about 25 years now. Okay. That means if anybody would have started their career with packaging, they would have retired by now. No, it's such a old technology, okay, but it is still relevant today for any kind of a end user computing activity. When it comes to packaging or MSI, the whole point here is once you install an application onto your operating system, what is it doing? It is adding files, it is adding shortcuts, it's adding registries, right? When it is doing that, it is making changes to your operating system. What is doing? It is making changes. So that means when you uninstall the app, those changes has to be undone. Okay, when you uninstall app, those changes has to be undone. If it is not undone properly, it will corrupt your operating system or it might affect any other application because of that. So in packaging terms, we call it as DLL help. Okay, that is by mistake when you uninstall, if you remove a file of some other app. So MSI will provide a solution for that. Okay, so what is the solution MSI is providing? It will keep the database of list of files that is going to add to the machine, and while uninstalling, it will take that list from the database and it will uninstall. So holistically, MSI is nothing but a database. Now, how can I prove you that MSI is nothing but a database? The only way is for me to open it and show you, right? So let me take up an MSI and let me open it for you.
Hello?
Yes, 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 Krishna, tell me.
Sorry, I was just checking whether I'm audible or not, sir. You can go ahead.
Right. Now, let me open up the MSI. So this is a tool called install shield that we actually use. Okay, but there are many tools, but this is the most famously used tool by most of the companies. Okay, we'll be working mostly on this tool. Okay, now I told you MSI is a database. Now how can I prove it's a database? I've just opened up MSI using this tool, and if you see, doesn't it? All of you are computer science guy, right? So you can see the tables here. See, you can see the tables, right? It's just a database. What is database? Your Excel sheet is also a database. Okay, MSI is also a database. Now MSI will have the list of files, registry keys, okay, that it is adding onto the machine and changes that is making onto the machine. When you uninstall, it will fetch the information from here and it will uninstall the app, okay, or uninstall the file, so that whatever files added by your MSI will get removed. This is
Yeah, Anis, sorry
whole
to interrupt
requirement.
you. Can you speak some
Yes.
loudly? Actually, I'm unable to hear you. Your voice is
Okay.
very too low.
Others are able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Anish.
Yeah, now it's
Anyway.
okay. Now it's okay, Anis.
Yeah.
Now it's okay.
Perfect. 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 Okay. There are a lot of things which I tell you, so you are free to ask me any questions at any point in time. Now, now we understood that MSI is a database. Now, how well it has been used in the industry, I'll tell you that. If you want to do an Intune deployment, you need an MSI. If you want to do an SSM deployment, you need an MSI. If you want to do a say GPO deployment, also GPO policy deployment, you to send an app, you need an MSI. If you want to do a Landes deployment, you need an MSI. You need IP. If you are doing a big fix deployment, you need an MSI. Okay, so for all of this, okay, you need to know how an MSI works. Okay, how does an MSI work? Okay, it is nothing but a relational database that has a specific architecture with which it will install the app, and while uninstalling, it will uninstall the app with whatever files and registries it has added. So it will undo the changes without any issue. So I've been talking about this just to register this in your mind. Next, let me give you a simple idea of now. If imagine if there are about 20,000 machines, imagine going to 20,000 machines and installing the app like this. Next, install. You can't do that, right? So what we do a centralized deployment. So when you try to do a centralized deployment, okay, if I click on yes now, the app is going to install. To do a centralized deployment, we don't want user to interact with the application. User will keep on working, but in the back end, it has to install silently with your company standard requirements. Right? Now, how does that work? Okay, now I install the app by next. Okay, now if I go ahead, I can see the shortcut here, 7-zip shortcut is there. Okay, it's launching, it's fine, but I can't do this for all the users. Okay, now if I go to AppWiz, if that's your nothing but ARP entry, you can see your application here. If I click on uninstall, it will get uninstalled. So if I click on install here, click on yes. See, I'm able to uninstall the app. Now, I don't want end user to have the permission to uninstall the app, because then why am I managing it silently, right? Why am I managing it centrally and also silently I'm installing? So I don't want end user to have the permissions to do all these things. So what I will do, I will remove this uninstall button. I'll remove the change button. I will only keep repair button. Now, how can I do that? Okay, MSI has the capability to do that. So what I will do, I'll open up a command line, command prompt, and here I'm going to install write up a command line. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to install the same app, but without an install button and change button. Observe this. /I means uninstall. Paste. Now, I also want to know if my app installed properly. So what I will do, okay, I will give a log file. Now, since I don't have this folder structure ctemp, I'm going to create the folder structure. Now see, observe this guys. ARP no modify is equal to 1, ARP no remove is equal. If you ask me how do I know this, it's my experience. By end of the class, end of the this curriculum, you'll also be able to do this on your own. Okay, click on and see, I'm not clicking on next. I'm not doing. I am just clicked on enter. You can see I got a log file here, and in the log file, if I come at the end, you can see Windows installer product. Installation completed successfully. Now, do I have the shortcut here? Yeah, of course I have. Now, if I go to my ARP entry, add a remove program, what do you see here? I don't see an install button. I don't see change button. I only see repair button. right? So these are all these minimum basic requirements that you get from your production. Okay, like this, you will be learning many scenarios, capturing application, performing a virtualized application, best practices of your packaging. Okay, so all these things you will learn. So your class is going to be completely a production oriented class. Next, how is this class going to be? I'm going to give you labs, whatever labs you just need your desktop or laptop. I'll give you all the files. I'll give you the operating systems. I'll give you the VMware. Just use it to do the scenarios. Okay. Any questions that you have, guys? You want me to answer? Bharat, HP, Krishna, Sanjay, Swati. Any questions?
So the total class completes only application packaging or also application virtualization?
Actually will be there. Yes, application virtualization is also there.
And also the
Okay.
scripting part.
Yeah. Okay. Now, since you guys are, I don't know if you guys have got the syllabus. Okay. For just for the class purpose, let me open up the syllabus copy. Give me a minute.
Now, are you covering that scripting and all thing, the PowerShell?
Yeah, I should.
Okay. And basically, is there any
See,
third party tools
this
is
is your
there?
course. Come again.
No, is there any third party tools is there to packaging this application, or how we have right now you are using the
So
for tackling SSC?
packaging application will be done with the help of an install shield, which is widely used. Okay, which is widely used. I'll give you the software. Okay, and coming, what was the other question? What was the other question, Sanjay?
No, I'm saying it ki right now how we were doing the packaging all these things for the through SSCM. So is this you going to use to the SSCM or any other
I'm not
third?
going to use SCCM, Sanjay, because SCCM, I need an infrastructure for that. So I do not, SCCM is a completely different curriculum altogether. We're going to concentrate on packaging. We're not going to talk on SCCM in the curriculum, but if you have doubts, I'll clear it because I also teach SCCM separately. But you have
Fine.
doubts in the class,
But in this curriculum,
you
you
can
may be
ask me
saying
about packaging, you can ask me about SCCM, you can ask me about Intune, no problem at all. Even though you have enrolled for a packaging class. Okay.
fine, got it. Actually, my question is that then through packaging, how means you will be using any third party tools and some PowerShell scripting tool. You are making the packaging, right? So this is the curriculum where you are going to teach you, correct?
Yes, that is the curriculum that is being used in the production actually. These are the things that they do in the production. So whatever they do in the production, I have included. So what I would be doing is I'll be teaching you about install shield. I'll be teaching you about how does MS architecture works, what are all there in the tables, how to create a transform, what is the active setup, then what are the different properties that are there in your Windows installer, then how to play with registries, what are services, how to play with the services, what are file versionings within your MSI, how the file versioning is decided within the MSI. Then I'll teach you about AppV, then we go about VB scripting, PowerShell scripting, and batch scripting. Okay, my order might not be the same, order will be a little different, and few things which is not even here, which I encountered in the production, I'll be adding. So this is the curriculum that you will be doing. Got it, Sanjay?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I see Zakir and Lakshman, you have joined late. You have anything that you want me to ask? And also the recording will be shared. Okay. Any questions you guys have, any other expectations you have from this training, so that I can, I know, if you have anything additional, we can add it as well. Not a problem.
Yeah, one question. So by the end of completing this training, will be like how much year experience people? Like we can put
Uh,
like 2 to 3 years of experience. Yeah.
Yeah, it is for 3 years experience. Basically, this training is for
Okay.
freshers. People who do not know
Okay.
packaging, they can start this packaging. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I've been working in one of the companies for SCM role. Okay, I would
Mhm.
also like to know the packaging from the
Mhm,
basics.
mhm. Yeah. So these are the actual basics that you have to learn. And guys, it's not going to be a boring session. It's going to be an interesting, practical session. Okay, where you will be doing things in the lab. Okay, labs will be provided to you. First class is for us to set up the lab. Once the lab is all ready, then I will be taking the class and everything. And after the class, I'll send you the video. You can practice the video. You can practice seeing the video. Next thing, if you have any doubts or while working or something, there will be a WhatsApp group that will be created for this particular class. You can always connect with me through the WhatsApp group. Okay, you'll have my number. You can always call me and ask your doubts. Okay, so that's all entertained. So no worries about it. Because when you're working, suddenly you get a doubt. You need not wait for a week to ask me that doubt. You have a doubt, make a note of the doubt. Just ping me or call me. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the class is scheduled to be done at 9:30 on the weekends. It will be for about 1.5 hours. Okay, depending on number of people are there in the class. Okay, and it will be quite interesting. Come up with an open mind. You'll be able to learn a lot. And if you're from a deployment side, you have to 100% join this class because you'll be able to troubleshoot a lot of deployment issues once you learn packaging.
Okay, like for weekdays, there are no classes on the weekends.
See, this particular class, I only do it on the weekends, packaging. Okay, I only do it on weekends. Weekdays, I'm busy with Intune classes currently. I have got a lot of Intune batches running. So I also work, I'm a full-time employee. So whatever time I have, uh, I, I take Intune, SCCM and packaging. So packaging is mostly reserved for weekends. I don't do it on weekdays. I've been doing this from past. Before I used to do packaging every day, uh, but now I do it only for the weekends. Any other? You have any doubts as such? I let it be in tune, SCCM or packaging. You want to talk about anything? You wanted to ask some expert. You could not ask that. You can ask me here. I answer it. If I know it, I'll definitely answer it.
Yeah, one question like, so how is the future for SSM since Intune is being used across multiple organizations for cloud managing devices?
Oh, SCCM will be there for next 5 to 7 years because a lot of organizations are still uh, are not cloud ready yet. Even if they become cloud ready, there are a lot of limitations with the application estate application issues. A lot of applications require on-premise Active Directory authentications. So SCCM will be there for at least 5 to 7 years from what I see. Okay. Yes, people are moving to Intune, but Intune is not stable yet. It does have a lot of problems. So I think for next 10 years, no problem from way I see it, because I handle offerings. I talk to a lot of clients. They are multi-million dollar, billion-dollar companies which we actually directly speak with their IT heads. So when I speak with them, we know their concerns and their plan is to go next 5 to 10 years, not immediately. Because of the pandemic, things have accelerated, but still, it's not in the whatever had to happen in 15 years is going to happen in 10 years.
Okay. And learning Intune is also a good choice in this time, right?
Learning Intune is it's an early bird advantages you'll have because not many people in the market know Intune. Okay, if you want to learn Intune, I'm having a batch, morning batch starting at around 7 o'clock. I think from next Monday. Okay, not this Monday, next Monday. you guys could join further and benefit from it. And I think Institute can send you the demo recording also. Okay, you can even see that. That's not a problem. Intune, if you learn, then job and all you can get very easy. Very quickly you can get the job because market, there is no Intune people in the market. And struggle because I myself start hiring for Intune, right? I don't find anybody. So we take SCM guys, we take packaging guys, then we train them in Intune, which is a little bit painful. And if the guy knows Intune, we pay them more because we need not train them.
Yeah, earlier I have started learning Intune on my own, but there is no proper format in Google or in YouTube as well to learn in a
There is
sequential
no
order.
proper format in Udemy. There is no proper format in this thing. I don't put my courses on Udemy. I don't put my courses on YouTube. The only reasons I did see them, it's all bullshit. What is there? Nobody is talking about what's happening in the production. I'm sorry to use those words, but nobody's talking about what happens in production. And we need guys who knows production, what's happening back end. Everybody says, go click here, click here, click here. It will work. That is not the way Intune works. Okay, you should have, when you click there, what is happening? Clicking is just a 2-second job. Before that, you write a big justification email. What will happen when you click there to your client? And they will ask you a lot of questions. And when you're not able to do that, then you've not actually learned the product. Okay, so my class basically involves a lot of backend flows. That because I have been working in Intune for about 4.5 years now. Almost, yeah. Once Intune became a product, we started implementing that many. I have handled about 20, almost 23 to 26 projects. So all my production experiences, the mistakes which I did, how to resolve it. I must normally speak about those things in the class along with the course content. So basically, you will get about my decade of experience in the end user computing will come there in my courses. Yeah.
Yeah, do you have the demo class of Intune?
Yes. So guys, firstly, I want you guys to drop your phone numbers in the chat because I need to give this information to the institute. Please drop. If don't you'll not be harassed. That's my that is very clear. So if you don't like it, they'll just call you if you like the demo. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. They will not call you back. So please drop your phone numbers because I have to give it to those guys. And you can, and they will, when they call you, you can tell them which class you want. You want Intune, you want packaging, you want SEC. Now, packaging, any questions? Ask me about anything, any job opportunities that you might get, anything, I'll answer. Okay. And packaging is very easy. You don't need much of any kind of a coding knowledge or anything. Just plain Windows knowledge is enough. And if you know packaging, it's a very big advantage if you're working on Intune or working on SCCM. Any other questions you guys have? You want me to talk about?
Yeah, okay, sir. If we know SCCM some better, should we go with Intune or packaging? Which one is better?
Actually, you should know all the three to survive in the end user computing. Nothing is better here. But currently, job market is more for Intune. Current job market is more for Intune. But if you know packaging, in Intune you can outperform others. That's the only difference.
Which one is flexible, like not for job opportunity, like flexible, easy to adapt if we know SCCM somewhat? So better, which one is flexible?
Both are easy. Why both are easy? No coding anywhere. It's just understanding the tool. Both are easy.
Both, okay. So, but Intune, it is a separate, it is inbuilt in SCCM itself. So same modules.
Who said Intune is inbuilt in SCCM? Intune is a different product.
Okay.
It's a company's product, but it's not inbuilt. It will work with your SCCM, but it's not inbuilt in your SCCM. It was inbuilt 8 years ago, not today. Today it is a separate product.
Okay, so which one is better? Like, so flexible,
I
like,
would suggest for my logical mind, if you take up Intune, you get a good job. Quickly, you can get a job if you're looking for a job. If you learn packaging, you can do a lot of automations. Okay, to survive in the job, you need to know packaging.
okay. So packaging is
Hi.
very different for this ACCM and Intune. So this is different concept, application packaging.
Packaging is different. It works with your system and Intune, but it's a different concept altogether. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Lakshman.
Hi, this is Lakshan from Chennai. So
Yeah.
as of now, I'm just recently I joined in an organization with a SCCM platform. Okay, so previously I have an experience in UC operations like remote dashboard as well as the basic SCCM, the L1 activity. Now the team
Okay.
is deployed in L2 activity to configure the boundaries concept and that application deployments. These are the types. I'm just learning. I'm just to know the basic scenarios only. So I need some guidance from you to learn about the application packaging, how we can deploy. So I know that before collection we have to deploy. I know that the basic parameters and all. So I need how we package the applications. I need some help from
Yes,
your end.
that is what we are going to learn here, Lakshman. How to package
Okay.
applications using the app deployment toolkit, how to script the
Okay.
application using VB using batch scripting, how to play with
So
registry keys.
I have an experience in Nextink. So just creating a basic PowerShell scripts. Okay. So for
Okay.
installation or checking of investigations, or I will just do the basic PowerShell scripting. I know the basic things and all. So comes to the SCCM, right?
Here you
But it
need
is
not know
little
PowerShell
different to
scripting, Lakshman.
Nextink as well.
It is different. It is
Okay,
different.
he's a
Here you
separate.
need not know PowerShell scripting. Here you need not know PowerShell scripting. All the codes will be given within the
Okay.
tool.
So I can
You have
see
to
the
just
most
know.
of using BAT file, .bat file only that we are using.
Yeah, but you need not know all
Okay.
that here. Here, to do packaging, you should know the packaging concepts, and that concepts you will have to inbuilt that within your uh, uh, package or within your script. So more concentration will be given to you on the concepts of how to package. Now, say you have a scenario where you install an application, and that application has a user file. Okay, now what happened? You launch the application. So where the user files will be, let me show you. I have users here. I have Kishore, say if I have some other user, say public or some other user is there. Now, once I launch this shortcut, my user profile will come and my user profile file will come and sit somewhere here. Okay. After that, Krishna is going to log into the machine. He will try to launch the shortcut, but when he launches, he's not getting that file because that particular user profile is not created for that app. At that point in time, what will happen is the whole purpose of application installation failed. So what we will do in packaging, we will make sure when every user logs in, that particular file is created for that user when he logs in. So we use that using a concept called active setup. Okay, so we learn about concepts like so all the workarounds, automations is what you're going to learn here. So if so, mostly if you want to do, say if you want to install a series of files in sequence, or you want to copy a series of files in sequence, okay, you can package that using a PowerShell app deployment toolkit, or you can do it within your MSI, or you want to delete a service, or you want to add a service, or you want to disable a service during install of an application. So you can use something called as custom actions within your within your MSI. So all these things is what we'll be learning in packaging. So basically to make sure end user has a flawless experience in using the application and to reduce the service-less tickets, okay, and it should not also affect the health of the operating system. And all your when you have some vulnerability management to do, they'll expect you to upgrade the apps, right? At that point in time, it has to go through a packaging process. So these are the things that will be taught in the my class. You're getting the point? It's a ground level stuff that happens on the production floor. Yeah. Bharat, Lakshman, Krishna, Zakir.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yes. Any other questions? I mean, you can discuss. We have some time. We can discuss about anything else
So
also.
how
Because packaging is, yeah,
so in how many weekends you are going to cover all the topics?
4 to 5 weekends. I'm gonna cover it. Okay, that is me talking. 4 to 5 weekends is me talking, telling you the concepts. The same after that, equal number amount of time you should practice after the class. Okay, to be familiar with the concepts that I taught you. My work is to make sure to make the concepts easy and teach you in the understandable terms. Okay, once you understand it, you should practice it 2 or 3 times so that you can use that in production.
So for every Saturday, Sunday, you are going to take 2 hours of class.
Not 2 hours, 1.5 hours. Yeah, I can't do a 2 hours class. 1.5 hours is what I do. And it depends on number of people who are there, number of doubts you ask. I might extend the class. Okay, it all depends on the it's all depends on how you ask me the questions and how much questions you ask, because I make sure I don't mind extending classes if that also not clear. For me, ultimately, whatever you're paid, you should get the full value for it. Yeah.
Yeah, how much is the fee? Yeah?
I don't handle fees, Krishna. It's all I only do it for the institutes. They will handle it. For me, just they'll give the details of this many students are attending, and I'll just take up the class for them or the scheduled time.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think we have pinged the numbers in the chat window. So please share us the demo
Others,
class of
yeah,
one
definitely,
international. Yeah.
definitely, it will be shared. Uh, I only see 3 people have shared. Others, please do share if you're interested. Okay. Um, I can go on talking about packaging for about even half a day to make this demo, but uh, all that I need you to understand is this is going to be 100% practical class. Production based scenarios will be taught. How to handle a package from the time it comes to your hand, from an email comes to you, or a template comes to you, till the time it goes to SCCM. How to handle a package end to end, you will be taught, and that is what we actually do on the floor. Okay, so these are the things you can also start implementing this. If you're in production, you can also start after halfway through, you can start implementing those concepts even in your production activities. Okay, and even after the class is over, our relationship does not end there. You can always call me for doubts at any point in time. That's not a problem. Even today, my 8 years back students still call me for some doubts they have. But those are for different technology, not for mainly the same technology on which they learned. But it could be for some other technology as well. Yeah. Anything else you want me to answer, guys? Be open, be free. We can discuss a lot. Anything from Krishna, Lakshman? Prashant Singh has not asked me any question. You have any questions, Prashant? Or Swati or Bharat? Okay, now one more thing, guys. When you are learning packaging, what you can expect is, where is it used? It is basically used anywhere in the end user computing. If you're working in SCCM, it's compulsory to know packaging. If you are in Intune, it's compulsory to know packaging. The reason is you're not dependent on a packaging team to help you in scripting any app. You can do everything on your own. When you are able to do everything on your own, there is the workaround time is reduced, and you will be noticed by your managers. Okay, when these things happen. So basically, this guy is able to handle any challenges I throw at him. He is able to handle. So that means that's a better pay hike, right? That's a better opportunities, right? So, so this will really help you to automate few things within your projects that you're working on. Okay, so, but all that you need is to do a learning and a little bit of practice that help you. If you guys don't have any questions,
And what is the
you can go
duration
ahead
for
and
intern classes?
Intern classes at morning 7 a.m. The next batch is starting at morning 7 a.m. from next Monday, coming Monday. No, not this Monday, Monday after that. Let me see the date, 1 second.
So only
Uh,
for weekend,
that is only for weekdays.
weekdays.
Weekdays, yes. Intern classes, I don't take it on the weekends as of now. I only take one class, man, on the weekend. That's only packaging. I don't take any other class. Intune is on weekdays. Monday on 25th, it's starting the next class.
Okay, this timings, application packaging timings.
Application packaging is 9:30 Saturday, Sunday.
Oh,
9:30 a.m.
9:30 to, okay.
9:30 to 10:45, 11 o'clock.
For Intune, how many classes it will be covered?
Intune is 20 hours. Intune is 20 hours.
20 hours. So
It
probably 3 weeks, right?
it might go a little bit more. It might go a little bit more, 21, 22 hours. Might be, okay, but it depends on number of people out there, their doubts and everything.
Yeah, that is also per day one hour class, right?
Oh, the Intune is per day 1 hour, not more than that. You need more than that is not required. Concepts are
Yeah,
concepts are
because,
put in that way.
yeah, because
Practices are
also we also working, right? Our shift also
yeah,
starts a range. I mean,
that is why that
yeah.
is why. Okay, 1 hour is proper. Since weekend we will have this only weekend classes, so I normally keep it a little bit more than an hour. Okay,
Okay.
okay, and from what I've seen in
Yeah,
the
weekend or weekdays?
which
Sorry, I
one,
missed you. So it will be a weekend or it's a weekend?
which application packaging is weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Intune is weekday.
Because I'm just looking for a weekend class only. So actually my shift will be in 6:30 to 3 o'clock. So it is not possible to join. So weekend
Application
is okay
packaging
for
is
me.
weekend. Application packaging is weekend. You
Okay.
can join application packaging on the
Okay.
weekend, Saturday, Sunday, no worries. Okay. Yeah. See, normally people who learn packaging, right? In my perspective, in today's concept, people who are looking to learn packaging are the guys who are very serious about their work, and they want to basically do automations. They want to basically, you know, be good in their application deployments or application troubleshooting. So when those are the guys who normally come and take this kind of classes, which will actually add value to their day-to-day job. So they normally prefer it on the weekends. So because we do get some US requirements and everything, who prefer weekends. So that's the reason I have kept all my packaging classes on the weekends. And I take only one batch for about 2 months or so. I don't take any other batch in between for packaging. Around 6, 7 years back, almost every day I used to take packaging classes because the requirement was different at that point in time.
Okay. You have started your career with application packaging and then moved to
I
SCM and
started my
Intune, am I
career
right?
with application packaging. I did automations. I did SCCM. In SCCM, I do greenfield deployments that basically like installing SCCM right from scratch, designing them, and
Mm-hmm.
then I do Intune deployments, Intune designs, all those things. Currently, that is my job. I don't do packaging currently because packaging is mostly a junior level activity. we do look people for less than 6 years experience. My work is to architect all of the packaging teams, SCCM teams, and then Intune teams. And if there is any major escalation, they will call me to fix it. That's it.
Okay. So Intune classes, you told that it is in weekdays. So between which time to which time?
7
to 10?
7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything
Mostly,
else, guys?
mostly in a project, how many members will be there in application packaging? SCCM and
project?
application packaging. Yeah.
So see, now that depends. It all depends on how many applications they want to package. Okay. Now say you have 600 applications, you have to complete in 3 months. Okay. Then you will at least have 14-15 people in that. 600 apps, 3 months. Okay. But if you have only some, yearly only you have about 100 applications, then on maximum keep 2 guys. That's it. 2 to 3 guys to do the
Per
packages.
project, how many members SCCM peoples will be there, and how many members application packagers will be there?
SCCM guys, see, SCCM there are 4 different job roles. Okay, in SCCM, patch engineer, then you have image engineer, then you have application deployment engineer, then you have infrastructure engineer. So minimum at least if you have a estate of about 6,000 machines spread across the globe, then at least 3 people will be there with these knowledges. So along with these 3 guys, you can have about if you have 100 apps a year, 2 more. So 5 people will be there, approximate. But it all depends on various other parameters also. The costing and everything will go differently. The
Okay,
skill level.
for one application deployment engineer, one application packager is enough, like that.
No. For application deployment, one package is enough because packager will handle the application deployment on his own. If a guy knows packaging, he should know application deployment also. That is the current market requirement.
Oh, sorry, what? If we know?
If a guy knows application packaging, then he should be knowing SCCM application deployment also.
Okay. If a guy know SCCM, then he should also know application packaging, like that. Not.
If a guy knows SCCM application deployment, if he knows packaging, it is very good for his career.
Okay. Okay, if a guys know application packaging, he must or he should know how to deploy the applications and packages.
Yes, both are same only. Application packages means the same.
Okay, for SCCM guy, it is good for his career.
It is good for his career because he can be deployed to any project and his increments will be more than what other guys will have.
Okay, both
because,
are same feature.
No,
same
because what will happen is an SCCM guy will not only know application deployment, he will also know patching, he will also know a little bit of infra. But if he knows packaging along with these two, it's a rare combination. It's a rare combination.
If we know application packaging in SCCM, only application deployment part, that's enough.
That's
infra
enough, yes.
and all not required. Just application
Not
deployment properties, that's enough in SCCM. If we know application packaging, that's
if you are less than 4 years experienced, yes.
Okay, if we learn SCCM, we should know OSD and patching and infra, everything.
Yes.
So if we know this application packaging,
now you're doing imaging. Okay, now you're doing imaging. What will be there in an image? Applications will be there. For that, what you will do? You will for the applications, you will ask your manager. I will go. I need to. I need a packager to do this work. You will go and ask that, right? Now your manager has the additional work of finding your packager. Now what you will tell if you know packaging? I will only do the packages. I will only deploy. So look at the difference. You are giving less work to your manager now.
Okay, imaging means like if you want to deploy any set of applications or what?
Yes, imaging means basically configuring entire operating system, say Windows 10 or Windows 11, with organization apps, with organization
Okay.
customizations, with organization wallpapers and everything.
Okay. Okay. If we know packaging, so this imaging can also we will perform.
Yeah, imaging will be little easier for you if you know packaging.
Okay.
Packaging will help you everywhere. It's not only restricted to your SCCM or Intune, it will help you everywhere. That's about me talking, me explaining. After that, you have to practice a lot.
So currently, which packaging tool are you going to explain? Like I
Install
heard
Studio.
Wise package.
No,
That
Wise
one.
Package Studio is 20 years old. It was acquired
Okay.
by Install Admin Studio 10 years back. Wise Package Studio is not there in the market now. It's Install Admin Studio. I started my
Okay.
career with Wise Package Studio. Yeah.
How we are going to do practice in this? So you going to give access to server? Or?
So I will be giving you the all the files, labs, VMware, everything will be given by me. Whatever I'm showing you on the screen, all of it will be given to you.
Okay. VMware. Why is it required VMware?
Okay. Now what will happen? You will install the application, right? Now what I'm doing, let me show you. I have an application here, right? I've installed this app. You see that here? I've installed this app, right? Now, on the same machine, if I install some other app, it is not called a clean build. Clean build is, or a vanilla build is, when no apps are not installed. So we need vanilla build to do packaging so that we exactly concentrate only on that particular package. That way, what I will do, I will go back to a clean build. Okay, so that only that package will be there in that particular machine. Okay, any changes that particular package does, I can see it. Okay, any changes that particular package does, I can see it. Got it? You got my point? Let me show that to you.
No, I can't. What is clean build and vanilla build? What is it?
It's vanilla build, clean build or vanilla build. So what does a clean build mean? It means an operating system without any applications installed. So now what happens? You see this
Okay, an
particular,
operating system without application is clean build.
yes. Okay, in packaging terms, we call it as clean build. Got it, Zakir?
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
need
Okay.
clean build to package the applications as a best practice. Any other questions you guys have?
Not from an. Maybe we can catch up in the class.
Yes, yes. If you have any questions, I'm okay to answer. If you don't have also, if you want to have a conference call with me also, no problem. You can ask the institute to call me.
But
Okay. If you have any questions or something, please do reach out to the institute. They'll be able to answer, or they'll set up a conference with me. Okay. I'll share your numbers. Whoever has given me the numbers in the chat, I'll share you the numbers, and they you'll be contacted. Okay. Yeah. Uh, okay, guys. Thank you so much, and hope to see you guys in the classes. Yeah. See you guys. Goodbye.